So obviously, the voting machines is a big issue for a lot of people, but also probably a lot of people don't know what all falls under the bailiwick of the Secretary of State's office. Once you get in there, what are the kind of things you're going to be doing?
Well, that's a great point. The Secretary of State is probably one of the largest offices in the state, and they're responsible for three major things that touch every Arkansan in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Like obviously elections. So when you elect who's going to be making decisions and policy over you, that affects you every day. But also businesses, which is the bulwark of what the Secretary of State's office deals with on a day-to-day basis. And that's your licensing, getting ready to do paying your franchise taxes and all that stuff. But I see that role as also being the chief ambassador to conduct business in the state of Arkansas. And we need to go out and solicit businesses to relocate and come to Arkansas and provide more opportunities. We need to meet small business owners where they are across the state of Arkansas, help them to achieve success and give them that lateral movement and that upward mobility to create more opportunities for the citizens of the state of Arkansas. And we can do that by reducing the red tape that they go through, which is why I've been saying since the beginning of this campaign that I'm going to do a Doge-style audit of everything business-related in the Secretary of State's office. And if it's not codified in law, it goes away. I won't entertain it. And if I'm able to reduce franchise fees and taxes, I'll do so. If I can reduce them to zero, I'll do so. We got to see how the Secretary of State's office is funding. If it's funded by way of those taxes and filing fees, well, then we'll have to take a look and see how low we can reduce them and still make payroll and pay for the things that we got to do. But if not, then that's a legislative problem, not a Secretary of State problem. And I'll reduce them to zero and tell the legislature, well, I hope you guys figure it out because we still got to conduct business. And then the third one is maintenance of the Capitol grounds. And I'm the only candidate in this race that's force protection certified, active duty shooter certified. I'm a graduate of the Special Operations Combatives Program. I'm a chief master instructor of the Army Combatives Program. The Capitol's going to be safe. I've done this in both garrison and in combat, so I know how to protect an established location. But I want to make it a destination and not just a building. I want to improve parking. I want to beautify the space. I want to bring it to its true reality of what I think our state founders intended when they built that beautiful, or they designed that beautiful Capitol building that was later built. The Arkansas State Capitol is beautiful. It's the closest one to the Capitol in Washington, D.C. And sadly, a lot of the surrounding infrastructure does not replicate that beauty. So I want to do what I can to do that, to bring that vision they had to fruition, and give the people of Arkansas a place of pride that they can point to and they can say, that's ours. And it's the best in the union.